Hello guys, and welcome to Gemini FX. And today I'm going to break down yesterday's. Today's January 10th actually, Saturday, and I'm going to break down yesterday's. Soft trades during the what you call the NFP. So there are so many red folder files actually from CAD, USD, yeah. And the major one here was actually NFP. So let me just read it. Let me start by going through Euro USD, and we'll go through also GBP USD, and I'll be doing like the weekly market breakdowns of the things that I thought during the week were going to happen, and there are so many opportunities that you would have taken to capitalize before even the Friday. You would have been in the trade, and actually the news wouldn't so let's start from the weekly. No, let's start from the monthly actually. Okay, this is a one. I wanna change the server because I don't wanna disturb my patterns. Right. Do I use Owanda? No, yeah, I think I should use Owanda. Jesus. Sorry guys. Yeah. Remove all the drawings. So starting from the higher time frame, let's say the 12-month. On the FXCM, in the FXCM server, it's actually like this. It's actually like this. So we're clearly bullish, and this is like something like a correction to somewhere here, and maybe we'll push up. But yeah, to make things short, let's just deal with this simple price action here, which is this bearish scenario here. And looking at the market structure, we can see that yeah, we had this high, internal high and low, then we had this low, then we had this correction inside, then internal low, high, break, and now we're in this correction here. So basically I think that we want to touch this supply level here before we can move a little bit down. So I mark this. We can mark this one. And then we can look at this price action here. So we had this high, low, and now we're in creation of highs. But if this is our high and now we're in a correction, we need to see like a daily change of character, like in the daily time frame, and then maybe we can correct here up to here. So yeah, just like that. So my narrative is actually we're still in a correction. I wanted to touch here, but we have this one. So coming into the weekly, coming into the 1 week time frame, we can look at this price movement from right here, this last low here. So we have like push above, high, low, break outside. It came and test the inverted dimination because the narrative here was okay. I don't wanna yeah, buy the course guys. I will show you all of these things. High, and then we had this, and then we had that, and then this was like a price reaction, and then because the market failed to close above on the daily time frame, we actually took out the low, and then we had like this narrative here where on my side I was thinking like maybe it wants to like break, and maybe it could have been on the correction inside to this, but what happened is because we failed to break this one, this is actually a liquidity sweep. This is actually a liquidity sweep. So we have like in this correction on the weekly, I can just tell from the candles that this was low, high, low, high, low, high, creation of new low. Like it failed to create a new low, and then it broke above and it broke all this. and it broke all this, so we were right here onto this one. So right now I marked my range. I was thinking like, okay, this is the range, this, this. So even before this candle formed here, I marked this range, and I knew it failed to clean out this price reaction. So after marking these ranges here, I noticed that it failed to like clean out this price reaction right here, which actually I think if you went onto the daily, you actually say that it was a break, but it wasn't here. So anyways, that's for another day. Buy the calls, guys. So moving on to the daily. Same situation, like what I said before. Like it was like low, high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, internal lows and highs like this, and then we had lower low, lower high, then we failed to create a lower low, meaning that we broke above, and it was like this. So something to note here, coming back to the 1 week time frame, right? I noticed that, okay, it's something not like after marking that, it's something that, okay, it's on the head, right? More on the head. I noticed that we had like this, and during these price actions, when creating, like, because I knew like here in this price action, starting from here to here, when you see like even here, when we see like, I was thinking like we're creating highs, but when you see a bearish candle, right, forming, the first one, this one here, and let me use the highlight. Yeah, the first one was this one. I was thinking like, what are the reasons if we break, we're now onto a correction? And also the same thing when I saw this bearish candle, I was thinking, what would be the reasons if we break, we're onto the correction? So you need to ask yourself those sort of questions in order to get the narrative and the bias really well. So let me just, okay. Also, I noted this as a false low. This one was a false low because you can see it on the daily, but it's not there on the weekly. So that was a false low. Although we might get like some sort of reaction, and these are the sort of areas you shouldn't even trade, because looking at it, this was like good price action, but still I think we're gonna take this out. But it really depends. I'm not gonna take any trades in, for me, on my side. Areas like this I wouldn't think of anything, because most of you lot are thinking about buying, and I'm thinking about continuing the narrative, so I'll just wait and see if any price reaction. So we had that bearish candle, and I was thinking if we break where, it will be like we're on to now, like we're on what, we are shifting the view to bearish, like we're on now bearish, we are retracing. So 1 week actually corresponds with the 4 hour. So I marked this level and said if we break here, we will be breaking the trend. So I marked that with like break of trend. I marked that as break of trend. And oh, okay, another thing, you should mark this as a daily level and somewhere that you should manage your trades. So I marked that as a daily level. Coming to the 4-hour, during Monday, I saw that it broke. So actually I do my analysis at 9 a.m. Eastern African time, and I just wanted to see the possibilities of areas where I should take my selling continuation trades, and I actually identified those areas, which was this zone here. The reasons, people who are in gaming know the reasons. People who are in gaming know the reasons. People who are in gaming know the reasons why we take trades on this area. Not all areas like this you should take trades, but here we have a certain reason why we should take a trade here. If you enter the gaming effects, you will understand. So 4-hour level, I marked that one. I was looking to take like short trades from there onto this daily level here. Daily level. So yeah, coming on to the 1 hour, these are just confirmational time frames. I really don't want to look at them much, so yeah, push below. Then we waited. I was thinking like, by the way, if we come here, I might look for like a confirmation to buy up to these levels, but I did like set an alarm on this level right here on the 4-hour. As the area most likely I will take a trade. So what it did, it broke above during the night. I remember like the alarm went on the night, and yeah. So during the night on Eastern African time is actually the New York session in America, right? So we also had this 1 hour levels, which I should mark because they are also like in the cycle. So we have like a 1 hour level. This was the 4-hour level. No, 4-hour level, sorry, not 4-hour shift, 4-hour level. Yeah, so I was very keen once it went here. I was very keen to look if we touch the 4-hour level, we confirm on the 15 minutes. So I was looking to see if the market will break below here, but it didn't. So it went to the 1 hour level. Onto the 1 hour level, we also had like a 15-minute level. So they're all like in the cycle I was looking to see. So basically I thought to see like low, high, low, high. Did it go in? Yeah, low, high. So now so we had like this high right here, and I was thinking, because we have already tapped into the 1 hour level, why should it break? You ask yourself, why should it break again so that you enter this trade, right? So I was thinking, if it breaks below here, you have a candle closure, no like body to body closure, and also a wick or body, whatever the case of break of structures that are in gaming FX, I'll look to take the trade. But in order to minimize the stop loss, I had an idea. Had an idea. Actually, it's what we do in Gemini. So I went on to the 3 minutes. So I saw this interaction right here, and I knew that this will be the area I want to take a short trade, and I took it from right here and placed the stop loss above, and the take profit was actually on the daily level. There were so many re-entries in between, but that was like the trade right there. So yeah, NFP was yesterday. As you can see, it really didn't do much. It just did the same thing. If you're in this looking at the 15-minute, you would have actually known that. So you could have looked at areas like this and take a trade. It was nothing actually, nothing literally. Also, this is the price reaction of the daily level, because the daily, I think this was the reaction. But I do think like we're gonna continue down unless seen otherwise. See you next week. Peace.